Hello everyone. It is my pleasure to greet all the fans who are watching us in North, Central America and the Caribbean, as well as around the world. My name is Carlos Fernandez. I am the head of national competitions at Concacaf. We're here today at the Concacaf headquarters in Miami to conduct the official draw of the 2019 Concacaf Under-17 Championship qualifiers. The Men's Youth Championship qualifiers are set to take place at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. The competition will have two groups kicking off in March 16, and the remaining two groups will kick off on April 1st. For this initial stage, the lowest ranked 19 teams of the tournament will be divided into 4 groups. After round-robin play, the top finishers of each group will advance to the knockout stage at the final of the competition. Today's qualifying round draw will be conducted using a single blind system involving 5 pots. Based on the Concacaf Under-17 rankings as set in 2017, the seeded teams are Nicaragua, the red sphere, Dominican Republic, yellow sphere, Guadeloupe, the blue sphere, and St. Kitts and Nevis, who is in the white sphere. They will be preceded into positions A1, B1, C1, and D1 respectively. Pot 1 will have Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, Guadeloupe, and St. Kitts and Nevis. The remaining teams will be divided into 4 other pots as follows. In pot 2, we'll find Antigua and Barbuda, Puerto Rico, Bahamas, and Grenada. Pot 3 will have Aruba, Cayman Islands, Martinique, and Belize. Pot 4 will have Anguilla, U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Martin, and Dominica. And finally, pot 5 will have St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Bonaire, and Montserrat. The draw will begin by placing the seeded teams in their respective groups. Once completed, we will draw the teams from pot 2. The first drawn team will be placed in group A, position 2. The same will be done for the remaining teams using positions 2 in groups B, C, and D. The same procedure will be followed for pots 3, 4, and 5. With that, let's begin the draw. We're going to start in pot 1 with Nicaragua. So the red sphere Nicaragua. We're going to proceed taking out the yellow sphere, which should contain Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic. Now we'll proceed with the blue sphere. Who is Guadeloupe. And finally, the white sphere, it should be for St. Kitts and Nevis. And to confirm, it is St. Kitts and Nevis. Now we're going to continue with pot 2. So now the first team, or the second team of group A. Grenada. Let's proceed. Second team of group B now. Antigua and Barbuda. Let's find out who's going to be team C2. Bahamas. Finally, the last sphere of pot 2, Puerto Rico. Let's continue, and let's do pot 3 now, which will be position A3. Cayman Islands. find out who is going to join Dominican Republic and Antigua and Barbuda is Belize. Position C3, it's Aruba. And finally, the last sphere of pot 3, Martinique. Now let's continue with the final 2 pots. Let's start with pot 4, see position A4. U.S. Virgin Islands. Position B4, it's Dominica. Position C4 now, it's St. Martin. And finally, position D4, it's Anguilla. Now let's draw the last 3 spheres of pot 5 now. Position A5, it's going to be St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Position B5 now will be Montserrat. Finally, the last sphere of this draw, it's Bonaire. Alright, now let's just check all the groups. In Group A, we'll have Nicaragua, Grenada, Cayman Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Group B, we'll have Dominican Republic, Antigua and Barbuda, Belize, Dominica, and Montserrat. In Group C, we will have Guadeloupe, Bahamas, Aruba, St. Martin, and Bonaire. Group D, we will have St. Kitts and Nevis, Puerto Rico, Martinique, and Anguilla. Very exciting games. I'm sure these teams will do great in this qualifying stage, and we'll see who are the 4 teams who qualify to the round of 16 of the final championship. Now stay tuned. We'll come back for the official draw of the Concacaf Under-17 Championship final stage. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final phase of the Concacaf Under-17 Championship draw. For those of you who are just joining us, my name is Carlos Fernandez, and I am the head of national competitions at Concacaf. We're here today at the Concacaf headquarters in Miami to conduct the official draw of the 2019 Concacaf Under-17 Championship. The Men's Youth Championship and qualifiers are set to take place in IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. The competition will kick off on May 1st and will finish on May 16th. For this stage, the top 16 teams of the tournament will be divided into 4 groups. After round-robin play, the top 3 finishers in each group will advance to the knockout stage and will be joined by the group winners from the qualifying stage. Today's championship draw will be conducted in a single blind system involving 4 pots. Based on the Concacaf Under-17 ranking in 2017, the seeded teams are Mexico, USA, Honduras, and Costa Rica, who will be preceded into positions E1, F1, G1, and H1 respectively as the top 4 teams in the Concacaf Under-17 rankings. In Pot 1, we'll find Mexico in the red sphere, USA in the yellow sphere, Honduras will be in the blue sphere, and Costa Rica will be in the white sphere. The remaining teams will be divided into the 4 pots as follows. In Pot 2, we'll find Panama, Canada, Jamaica, and Haiti. Pot 3, Trinidad and Tobago, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Suriname. Pot 4, Curacao, Barbados, Bermuda, and Guyana. The draw will begin by placing the seeded teams in their respective groups. Once completed, we will draw the teams from Pot 2. The first draw team will be placed in Group E, position 2. The same will be done for the remaining teams using positions 2 in groups F, G, and H. The same procedure will be followed for pots 3 and 4. And with that, let's begin the draw. I'm going to start with pot 1. I'm going to take the red sphere, which should contain Mexico. Here we have it. Mexico will be in group A, position 1. Now we're going to follow with the yellow sphere. Should be the top team of group B, which is USA. Now we're going to do the third sphere of pot 1, the blue sphere, sorry, should be Honduras, the top team of group G. And then finally the white sphere, who is Costa Rica, top team of group H. We're going to proceed with pot 2 to know the second group, the second team of group E, and it's Jamaica. For us to know who's going to be the second team of group F, Canada. Joining Honduras in group G will be Haiti. And finally, the team who will join Costa Rica in group H, it's Panama. With that, we move to pot 3. And in group E, we'll have Trinidad and Tobago. Joining USA and Canada, Guatemala. Position G3 22, El Salvador. And finally, the last sphere of pot 3, and joining Group H, it's Suriname. I'm gonna move forward for pot 4. The last group team of Group E, it's Bermuda. Joining Group F will be Barbados. Team in G4 will be Guyana. Finally, the last team of this draw, joining Group H, it's Curaçao. There we have it, the draw of the final championship stage of the Concacaf Under-17 with very exciting matches. In Group E, we'll have Mexico, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Bermuda. Group F will have USA, Canada, Guatemala, and Barbados. Group G is Honduras, Haiti, El Salvador, and Guyana. And Group H will have Costa Rica, Panama, Suriname, and Curaçao. Very exciting games. I hope you join us to watch all of these matches, and from May 1st to May 16th, and we're hoping all the best for these teams.